everyone, it's Sarah, and today I am back to talk about all of the fragrances that I wore last week. So I wore a ton of perfumes. Yeah, there were days where things would wear off and I would put something else on, so I've got just a lot in front of me. I also did a ton of layering and I wore a lot of oils. Yeah, so I've definitely got some interesting layering combinations here. I tested a layering combination that somebody recommended to me, and yeah, I've got a lot to talk about, so I'm gonna jump right in. So let's talk about the first layering combination I did. So this is a fragrance this is gonna come up in my project pan. This is, I think, as a group, we figured out that this is like the original Laro Marine or Outremer Vanille perfume. It comes in this, it's in this really beautiful glass bottle. So I hadn't used this. I hadn't been using it at all. I bought it on Mercari probably a couple of years ago now, and I haven't used it at all because it's actually missing the stick. You can see it doesn't have a stick in here to spray. So I realized though that if I just turn it upside down, because it does have like a little tiny sprayer in there, if I turn it upside down, I can use it. So yeah, this is what I'm trying to get through because I don't feel like this is gonna hold up forever. I don't know, just you'll see when I do my project pan videos, they're all fragrances that I feel like are coming or getting close to the ends of their lives. Like I don't feel like they're gonna last, or I feel like they're gonna degrade in pretty soon. So anyways, and this is one of them. I layered this, so I put this on first. I sprayed it all over, kind of like a body spray, because this is pretty weak in comparison to the Outremer Vanille that they have now. So I sprayed this all, no, sorry, let me back up. So I sprayed this. This is the Cocoapink dry oil in the scent Naughty Gingerbread. This, oh my gosh, this is definitely my favorite of the 4 oils I got. This is my favorite one. It's so yummy. It smells like sweet, creamy, spiced, fresh gingerbread. It's so, so good. It's like, it's a way more gourmand version of gingerbread. It's like a gingerbread, but with a ton of yummy, creamy, sugary vanilla. It's so yummy. So I put the dry oil on in Naughty Gingerbread. And then I sprayed on the Laro Marine Vanille all over. And then I went in with my, with Ellis Brooklyn Bee. So this is a honey fragrance, but it's, I don't know, it's kind of a strange honey fragrance. It's got like it's almost got like a grainish. It's really hard for me to explain. I almost get like a, I don't know, the way that cream of wheat smells. I know that sounds so weird, but it's like mostly honey with this touch of like a cream of wheat, kind of grainish aspect to it. It's very strange. It reads very strange to me, but I really do like it. It's weird. This will be in my project pan too. I'm just showing you everything that's gonna be in there. I am halfway done with this. These are super easy to go through because they don't perform that great, and so you just end up applying a ton, and I could probably blow through this in 2 more wears. But yeah, I do really like this. It's a really pretty smooth, like not too super sweet honey fragrance, and just with the Naughty Gingerbread and the vanilla and all of that, and then the touch of honey, it was just so good. It was such a good combination. It was just yummy and cozy and very, very gourmand smelling. So anyways, that is Ellis Brooklyn Bee, and that was a great little combo that I did. Okay, next, this was my scent bird for the month. And I didn't realize these perfumes are so inexpensive. You can pick these up off of a site called the Perfume Spot for a very, very good price, like $30. But anyways, this is from a house called Memoire Archives, and this is called Candlelit Evening. I didn't like this at all. I'm gonna have to respray it to remember why I didn't like it. But yeah, Yeah, I didn't like this at all. It ended up smelling really, really not good on my skin. I just don't like it. I can't even pick out what's in it. I think it's got some woods in it, but it's really sweet. It's just not good at all. It's a hot mess of a perfume, and I would never want a full bottle of it. In fact, that's gonna go straight to the sell pile. I think somebody else would like it, but it's just not for me. So anyways, that is Memoire Archives Candlelit Evening. Okay, and then I did another little layering combo of 2 more Cocoapink fragrances. So this is called Triple Vanilla. This is like Vanilla Bean Noel, Spiritus Double Vanille, and maybe, I can't remember the third one, but it's like 3 different really yummy, beautiful vanillas all mixed together. And it's so good. It's just like, it's a really nice vanilla without being too, it's not like a cakey vanilla. It's not overly sweet. It's like a slightly sweet, very true vanilla fragrance. And then I layered it with Come Hither, and oh my gosh, I love Come Hither. Come Hither is, oh, it's so good. This one smells like straight up cake to me. Yeah, it smells like sweet, yummy, spiced cake. This one like makes my mouth water. Oh, it's so good. And the combination was really, really yummy. It was just, oh, it was such a good combo. So anyways, that is Triple Vanilla Dream and Come Hither from Cocoapink. They're such good ones. There's so many. One of these days, I'm gonna save up like a whole bunch of money and just buy a whole bunch of full bottles from Cocoapink, because I've got so many samples and I've got so many more coming, and I cannot wait. Which I meant to make an announcement at the beginning of this video. There's a sweet dear subscriber named Charlotte Smith. Her last name is spelled S-M-Y-T-H. She has a YouTube channel, and she's only got, I think, 1 video posted, but I think it's because she really wants to grow her subscriber count. If you all would so kindly head over to her channel, again, her name is Charlotte Smith, and just give her a sub if you would. That would be amazing. I know it would make her day. It would make my day. And yeah, it would help. She's such a dear soul. I would just love for us to give her some love and support. So anyways, I'm gonna move right along. I've got still a ton here in front of me. Next is another Cocoapink fragrance that I tested. This is one that one of the newer ones that I just got. This is called Indian Donuts, and oh my gosh, it's so good. This is like sweet cardamom cake and pistachios. Is exactly what it smells like. It's like a sweet spiced cardamom cake. It's so good. It's yummy. It's gourmand. It like makes your mouth water. It's so good. This one performs pretty darn well too. This one stayed on for a long time. The combination of Triple Vanilla Dream and Come Hither, I think I got maybe 3-ish hours out of it before I would have had to reapply. The first combination with the Ellis Brooklyn Bee and the vanilla and the Naughty Gingerbread dry oil, I think I got about 4 hours out of that combination before I was able to reapply something else. And the Indian Donuts, I think I got a good 4 hours or so out of this. Yeah, before I was able to reapply anything else. So this one was a pretty darn good performer, and it smells amazing, like spiced cardamom cake. So anyways, that is Indian Donuts. Okay, next is another combination, another layering combination. So this was actually kind of the last straw for this perfume. This is one that I tested. I got a sample of it. I tested it. I loved the way that it was. I loved the way that the sample was on me. But once I bought a full bottle, there's something not right about it. It's not like the same as it was as the sample. I'm not saying that like the sample was different than the bottle. I don't actually know, but maybe something changed with my skin chemistry in between those 2 times. Maybe, I don't know. Maybe I thought I liked it more than I did. I'm not sure. But anyways, I layered, this is the dry oil from Cocoapink. You can see I got on a Cocoapink kick this week. This is the dry oil called Cake on Mondays. And this smells like a fresh, sweet almond cake. It's almond extracty, it's sweet, it's cakey, it's yummy. It's amazing. It's so good. It smells kind of like marzipan. It's amazing. So anyways, that is Cake on Mondays. And I put this one on first, and then I layered Palo Santo over it to see if maybe I would enjoy Palo Santo a little bit more, layered over something. And this is a beautiful fragrance. Oh my gosh, when I smell it from the bottle, I love it so, so much. It's amazing. And I feel like the sample translated really, really well on my skin, but I bought a full bottle and it's not translating well at all on my skin. It still smells amazing out of the bottle. Like a beautiful, spicy, milky, kind of slightly smoky, woody fragrance. It's amazing out of the bottle. I love it so much, but it's not translating well on my skin at all. It's like the sweet milk. My skin pulls the sweet milk, and I lose all of that kind of beautiful spiciness, and the woodiness and the complexity of it is just totally lost on my skin. So yeah, I'm super sad about that, but this one will be going to a new home because it's just not working for me anymore. But yeah, I did wear this. This combination didn't last very long either. I think I got maybe 3 hours out of it or so before I was able to apply something else. So yeah, that is a sad one. I love this so much in the bottle, and I loved the sample so much, but it's just not working for me at all. So anyways, that is Palo Santo from Carner, Barcelona. Such a beauty, but so sad. Okay, another combination that I did. So I put on, this is Cocoapink, Wynken, Blynken, and Nod. And this is, oh my gosh, this is such a beautiful, like straight up bitter black coffee fragrance. That's what I get more than anything. It's bitter black coffee. This one's not overly sweet at all. It's got a bunch of other notes in it, but really for me, this is predominantly a coffee fragrance. And because it's not very sweet, I love it. I love it even not being very sweet, but because it's not very sweet, I added some Outremer Vanille to it. This is like a cotton candy vanilla fragrance. It's really, really beautiful. It's so affordable. You can find this on the Anthropologie website for $18 or Small Flower for $22. It's very inexpensive. This was a lovely combination. It was like a sweet vanilla coffee, and it was beautiful. Yeah, really, really beautiful. Again, it didn't last forever on me. Usually this vanille does better for me. It usually lasts a really long time, but the combination really didn't. I think, again, I got maybe 3-ish hours out of it before I was able to reapply something else, which is why I was able to wear so many fragrances this week, because we're still only like halfway through. Okay, and then one night I just felt like, before I went to bed, I just felt like wearing warm vanilla sugar to bed. I love this fragrance. This is such a cozy, comforting fragrance for me. And that's really why I wore it. That's just what I was needing that night, was something really just cozy and comforting. This is the reformulated version, so it's not the best version. Somebody sent me a beautiful bottle of the previous formulation to this, and it is so much better. I'm not rationing it, but I'm also kind of savoring it. So anyways, that's the only reason I didn't wear that one. Plus I need to get through this one as well, because this is another one that I don't feel like is gonna hold up. So yeah, anyways, that is Bath & Body Works Warm Vanilla Sugar. Okay, next is another combination. This is the combination that was recommended to me, and oh my gosh, was it beautiful. So this is the Nest Madagascar Vanilla Oil that I just picked up in the Sephora VIB sale. This is beautiful. This is such a warm, rich, deep, sweet vanilla fragrance. It's amazing, and it lasts forever on the skin. This is one that, like, you could apply it once and it's not going to project all day, but you'll be able to smell it all day, especially if it gets kind of on your clothing. But I put this on first, and then I layered the Kayali Utopia Vanilla Cocoa 21 over it, which I did come to the conclusion that I am going to sell my bottle of Alien Goddess to help pay for a full bottle of this because, oh my gosh, this is my favorite one. And I think it's because it's a lot sweeter than Alien Goddess. And I'm such a sucker for a sweet fragrance, but this is a really beautiful, very sweet white floral and coconut fragrance. And she was absolutely right. The combination of these two was amazing. It was sweet and warm and cozy and vanilla and coconut and sweet white flowers. And I smelled like a tropical dream all day long. So anyways, that is the Nest Madagascar Vanilla Oil, as well as the Kayali Utopia Vanilla Cocoa 21 combination. Next, I wore Pink Sugar. This is another one. I need to get through this bottle. I think I've had this for probably 5 years now, this bottle, and it seems to be holding up just fine. But I feel like I need to make myself get through this one and go ahead and purchase another just to be on the safe side. I don't want it to go bad on me. I don't think it will though. It smells amazing even still. This is an absolute beast. This is a one and done fragrance. You spray it on in the morning, you're good until for the rest of the day. I love this. It's warm and yummy and sweet. It's got like a burnt sugar note or like kind of a burnt caramel sugar. It's got a ton of notes in it. It's got like licorice and caramel and vanilla and a ton of flowers. It's got a ton of notes in it, but I just love this fragrance. I'm crazy for Pink Sugar. And yeah, this was one of those days I was just craving it, and so I wore it. So anyways, that is Pink Sugar from Aquolina. Such a lovely fragrance. Okay, and then next I wore Kim Kardashian Pure Honey. I love this fragrance. I forget just how much I love this fragrance until I wear it. This actually lasts really, really well on me. On my skin, I think I want to say I got about 6 hours out of this before I needed to reapply it. But I was wearing like a cardigan sweater the day that I wore this, and I sprayed it all over my sweater too. And when I woke up the next morning and went to put my sweater, my cardigan sweater back on, it still was like enveloped in this fragrance. And I could still smell Pure Honey like trailing on that sweater. It is such a beautiful fragrance. It does have a really gorgeous honey note in it, but it's got a ton of sweet white flowers. This reminds me of something from my childhood, like from the 80s. I cannot pin it down what it is, but it reminds me of something. And as I was sitting there the day that I was wearing this, as I was sitting there, I kept thinking, it smells like something else I've got in my collection. And so I finally realized it kind of reminds me a little bit of Dior Pure Poison. They definitely don't smell, they're definitely not even like smell-alikes. They're in the same kind of family though. Pure Poison is much cleaner smelling, way less sweet, and different, but it sparked my interest enough that I came in here and I sprayed Pure Poison on my hand, and I had obviously this perfume everywhere else. And as Pure Poison dried down, I was getting the same kind of vibe for sure. Definitely with the clean white florals. It's much sweeter in Kim Kardashian, but you still get the same kind of feel. I still had the same kind of experience. And then I kept getting whiffs of Pure Poison on my hand, and I was like in heaven. So yeah, it was just a good fragrance day that day. So anyways, that is Kim Kardashian Pure Honey. Such a stunner of a fragrance. And then last but not least, I wore a couple of Rehab oils. Now, I tested these on the same day because they both wore off after about 4 hours or so. So the first one I tested is So Sweet, and I love this fragrance. It's kind of fruity, but I don't know, it's synthetic smelling in a way that makes it unique, which is very, very strange, but it's like a clean, fruity scent. And when it dries down on your skin, it smells kind of clean and fruity. It's really, really nice, but yeah, you'll get maybe 4 hours out of this. I just got insane and I'm like down an oil rabbit hole right now, and I ordered like 20 more of these Al Rehab fragrances because they're so inexpensive. They're like $3 a piece. I ordered like 20 more Al Rehab oils, and then I got on the Sweet Essentials website, which I should not have done, and I ordered 25 oils from Sweet Essentials. But I swear I'm done now. I am done with oils. Like, I can't believe I did that. And then the other one I wore is White Horse. I love this one. This one, oh my gosh, there's something about this fragrance that is so good. This one is like a creamy citrus vanilla, but it's still really clean smelling. And again, pretty unique. It's like a clean, sweet, creamy citrus vanilla fragrance. It's so good. These get compared to some things on Fragrantica, but I always find that, I don't know, when I look and I see the fragrances that they're compared to and then I smell this, I'm like, no, they don't smell like those at all. So I usually don't feel like they smell like whatever other people think they smell like. But I love this one. It's really, really beautiful. Again, you're not gonna get the most time out of these. I think I got about 4 hours out of each one. Enough, like, they wore off fast enough that I was able to wear both in the same day. But yeah, they are really beautiful. You're just kind of in this beautiful cloud of fragrance for the 4 hours that they hang around, and it's totally worth $3. They get kind of, Al Rehab oils get kind of a bad rap. It's like you get mixed people that understand they're really inexpensive and find pleasure in them even though they're really inexpensive, and then people that are just kind of snobby about them that are like, they're so cheap, they smell so synthetic, oh, they're so foul, they're disgusting. It's like, if you don't like cheaper perfumes, don't buy them. But I think that they're great for what they are, for sure. I definitely get joy out of them, out of the sweet yumminess of them. So anyways, yeah, I'll be doing a whole Al Rehab, like when I get all the new oils, I'll go through every single one of them so you guys can see all of the Al Rehab oils that I have, and I'll try to give you the best description of what they smell like. So maybe I can, and then maybe I can do like a best of Al Rehab or something. So that you guys know which ones are absolutely worth it and which ones are not worth it at all. But anyways, guys, yeah, that's gonna be it. Those are all of the fragrances that I wore last week. I wore a ton. I do hope that you all enjoyed this. If you did, don't forget to give it a big thumbs up. Don't forget to subscribe before you leave, and I will see you guys in my next one. Bye.